Welcome to Video 8 in the Money Education Financial Statement Preparation and Analysis Software Instructional Video Series. Previous videos in the series provided guidance on how to get started using the software and data entry to build the base case. This video will review how to make recommendations regarding expenses and liabilities. When you log into the software, the first page you come to is the Manage Cases page. I'm going to log into the case that I started making recommendations in video 7 so that I can preserve the base case in case I want to duplicate it again and work with a different set of recommendations. In the previous video, we looked at making insurance recommendations. In this video, we want to add some recommendations on the Expenses and Liabilities tab. Notice that the recommendations we made on the Insurance tab carried through to this tab. And if you click on one of them, you will be reminded in green in the bottom left corner that insurance expenses are managed on the Insurance tab. Let's say we wanted to also recommend that the client pay off the credit cards. We'll click on the white credit card entry because we want to make that change to the existing record. If we look at the bottom on the left-hand side, you'll see a button where we can choose to retire the debt recommendation. Here I'm asked to select an account from which the debt will be retired. My choices are any of the assets that I entered in the cash and cash equivalents category or the investments category. Personal use assets will not be available for making this type of recommendation. I'm going to choose to pay this one from the money market account and click on the button for Retire the Debt Recommendation. Now we can see the recommendation showing up on the right, highlighted in gold, with the payment now showing up at $0 since we have paid it off. If I go to the Assets tab, you can see that the software automatically created a new cash and cash equivalent recommendation for the negative $10,000 that I withdrew from the money market account to pay off the credit cards. If I then go to the Reports tab and click on the Balance Sheet Current Year with Recommendations, I also see that the cash and cash equivalent balance was reduced by $10,000 and the liabilities reduced to the $0 balance now in the credit card account. If we follow it through to the balance sheet for year 1 year from now, what you will see here is that the title of the money market account has been changed to remind you that this is the account balance with growth at the portfolio return after recommendations. The money market was reduced from $100,000 to $90,000 when we paid off the credit cards, and then it grew by 9.77% to $98,793 after 1 year. Now let's go to the Expenses Liabilities tab and look at how to change the tax withholding. This will be a common recommendation since many clients are either over or under withheld. Since we're making a change to an existing record, I will select the federal income tax withholding record, and we can make the change that we want to make by entering the new payment amount. In another video, we'll look at how to run the tax analysis in the software, but for now, let's just pretend that we want to change the withholding to $1,000. I change the payment to $1,000 and click on Save Recommendation. We can now see on the right-hand side that the federal income tax withholding has been changed from $12,750 to $1,000. To view the recommendations and the impact on the income statement and balance sheet, I go to the Reports tab and I view the income statement for the current year with recommendations. And here we can see the change in the federal income taxes as well as the change in the credit card payment. This concludes our review of making recommendations regarding expenses and liabilities. In the next video in the series, we will review how to make recommendations of one-time payments from income or assets.